Hi, this is James, and welcome back to Mask and Tape Treasures. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that cash app. Hit that cash app and help a brother out. All right. Today's subject it's a little serious subject, and it's about the Valley. All right. Deep in the heart of the Southside of Chicago, in Bronzeville, lies a small section of the hood where you could get robbed, beat up, shot, stabbed, and you couldn't wear a certain color clothing. You couldn't wear your hat to either side or anything like that. This place is called Valley Boy. Valley Boy. All right, Valley Boy. Yeah. Yes. Look, the Valley extended from 51st Street to 47th, and from Cottage Grove to King Drive. Yeah. We hung out in groups of 10 or 20, you know. All of us became desensitized to gunshots. Pow, pow, pow. You know, we got desensitized to that. We didn't care. And we got desensitized to folks fighting. Fighting. And people getting knocked out. Yes. And unfortunately, we got desensitized to people dying. Okay? Look, I first set foot in the Valley at an early age, maybe about 10 years old. And all the other kids that was my age, around my age and stuff like that, they were far advanced than me. You know, they knew the streets. They knew the street lingo. They knew everything. And I had a lot of catching up to do, okay? But I did know that I had to make friends with them, okay? I had to make friends with them, you know? And so that I can gain knowledge. I can gain knowledge, and so I can walk the streets, okay? Safe. And didn't have to worry about rival gangs. So I had to do that. I was a product of my environment, okay? I had to do this. But when I got clicked in with them, the folks of the Valley, the Valley Boys, no one messed with my mother, my father. They didn't mess with my father's cars. They didn't do nothing. Because if they would have, they would have been dealt with. Okay? Yeah. Like I said before, you know, like when I was on the block, I got jumped. I got jumped immediately, you know. It was by about 5, 6 guys, you know, they jumped me. But I held my own. I held my own. And then they accepted me. Okay? They accepted me. So when they accepted me, it was good. Everything was good. If somebody threatened me somewhere else, all I had to do was come back and then and tell them, and all of us would get together and we'd go over there. You know? It's crazy, but like I said, I'm a product of my environment. And if you're in an environment where it's like that, you will soon change like them. Okay? And I'm sure that happened to every one of them around there. Every one of them around there had to go through that. They had to, or either they grew up with their brothers had to go through that, or their sisters had to go through that. Man, okay. Then when I got around 14, 15 years old, 13, what, somewhere around in those areas. So one day we was on 51st Street. One night we was on 51st. And we had started drinking and smoking. I'm not proud to say it, but I'm trying to let y'all know what I've been through. Okay? So we had drank some old English beer. Okay? We drank some old English, and then we was walking in the neighborhood. It was a group of us walking in the neighborhood, drinking and laughing and joking and stuff. And we got to 51st Street, and the cars were going by. We was looking. And then I saw a detective car coming. So I got a brick, and I told everybody, I said, I'm going to bust his window. And I did it. I bust his windshield out, okay? And he went up on the curve and everything. Then they came after us, and we all ran. And we ran and then hid and stuff. So then everybody started saying, hey man, that's good. You did good. You did good, man. You bust this window, But I never was exposed to stuff like that. So it was all new to me. Then I started running with the auto boys, where we would steal cars and we would sell parts and stuff like that. We would steal cars, That's when I got my first car. It was a 71 Buick Electra. I got my first car, and then I wanted to fix it up, so we stole. So we stole cars and stuff like that for a while, and then it came time for me to go to jail. Okay, but they didn't really get me for nothing. They just got me on suspicion of being around a stolen vehicle. But I did have a hand in it, but nobody would tell on you. Nobody would tell. If somebody went to jail, they didn't tell on nobody. Okay? But there was one guy who told. All of them, they were doing breaking and entry. Okay? And somebody told on, or he told on people so he can get out of jail. And we all had to violate him. We had to give him a violation, And we went under Luther Terrence, was a tall building, and under there was a garage. We took him under there, and we dealt with him under there. From telling, So once I saw that, once we had to do him like that, I knew if I snitch or anybody else snitch, it could happen to them. It could happen to them. Yeah, man. And then we would fight, like if we had beef with somebody in the valley, they would set it up so both of y'all can get out there and fight. So fight it out. And we would fight and fight, and until either he got tired or he got got hurt real bad, and he said, no more, no more, no more, no more. Then that's it. You know what? Then we would shake his hands, and give him a hug. Give him a hug. That was it. No more fighting. You know? And it was really, it was kind of bad. It was bad through other people's standards, but if they were there, they would have had to do what I did. They would have had to join in or get stomped out or something. You know? So after that, you know, we started drinking a lot. Drinking, getting a drink, especially on the weekends. We would drink, we would smoke marijuana and stuff like that, and just get messed up. And we thought it was cool. And you know, on someone's birthday, you will get them totally smashed, okay? And then pick them up. Everybody will pick them up, take them to their house, and dump them off in the front of their front door. And that was funny to us. That was really funny. And we would talk about that until the next person's birthday come up. It's crazy. It is crazy. That's why I don't do nothing now. Okay? That's why I don't do nothing now. But if you lived in Chicago, you can live anywhere. You can adapt to any environment. Okay? Mucho mango. If you lived in Chicago, you can live anywhere. I'm telling you, I'm not joking. People I've seen in Chicago, from Chicago, are in different places now. You know, when I went to jail, I got in jail and I got into a fight with a rival gang member, okay? And I was fighting. We fought for about almost 20 minutes. And then somebody in the back, we was in a dorm, a big dorm, okay? Somebody in the back said, Valley boy. Somebody said that. And I looked, and it was someone from the Valley that I hadn't seen in a long time. So I said, man, what's up, man? Man, where you been, man? See, I thought he had got shot and stuff like that. He said, oh, man, I've been out of town. I said, well, where you been? He said, in California, 26 in California. And he laughed about it. And we laughed. And then I went back to the back with them, and it was a lot of people from the Valley. So with that protection, I was good in jail. I was good. So after that, it was no more fighting for me in there. The whole time I was there. Yep. When I got out, I kind of said a prayer to myself that I never get locked up again. Okay? That I never get locked up again. And excuse me. I had promised myself never to get in a situation where I get locked up again. Okay? Then a buddy of mine, I'm gonna call him, I'm not gonna use his real name. I'm gonna call him Terry. Terry came to me and we were talking, and Terry he didn't want to get my brain keyed in on jobs to work. And he told me, he said, hey, and he was hood too. Terry, you know who you are. I'm not saying your real name, but you know who you are. He was hood too. He was notorious. Matter of fact, this guy could fight. He could really fight. He could really fight. Yes, he could. He was good with his with them knuckles and stuff. I seen him choke a dude, pick him up, and throw him down. Throw him down. Yeah. Terry turned me on to working. He told me, he said, look, man, you should come to work. And he told me to come to this place, and it was called Moe's Corned Beef Cellar. Moe's Corned Beef Cellar. They made corned beef and brisket of beef, minestrone soup, and those Italian beefs and Italian stallions. They made those. So he told me, come on, come on. And he said, I can get you in. I can get you a job. I can get you a job. And I said, nah, man, you don't give me no job. He said, yeah, I can get you one. So I went down there, and they hired me. They hired me at Moe's Corned Beef Cellar. And that right there, when they hired me, that catapulted me into the job force. After that, I've never been without a job. I've never been without a job. And man, I had to be 17, 18 years old, you know. But that contributes to, if Terry wouldn't have done that, maybe I would still be out there just hanging around. Maybe I wouldn't be here right now. Maybe I've been shot up or something like that. But Terry, he turned me on to working, to getting a job, And when I got up in there, when I got my first check, it was a real low. It was like maybe $100 something. But that was more than I was getting, you know. So I looked at the check. I said, it's $150. This is all I got to do. Work for, this work thing. So after I worked, I think I stayed there maybe a year, maybe 2 years. I don't know, but I think a year and a half, maybe. And then from there, I went to another job. Immediately went over to another job. You see? So he turned me on to getting my first job. See, there's not all bad people in the hood. It's not all bad people. Some of them are good. Now, look, even though Terry was, he was kind of rough and tumble, but he still got employment. Okay? And Terry, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But when he got me that job, and then I got another job after that, and then it just kept progressing. Because I didn't want it. When I left Moe's Corned Beef Cellar, I had to wait maybe a couple of weeks before I got my other job. So I was missing a check. So I'm like, man, what in the world? I was missing my check, So that made me get out and get another job. Yep. I think Terry, he's out this way somewhere. But he's got a good job now, More power to you, Yeah, the Valley, man. The Valley. It was a notorious place. Okay. Notorious. I can tell y'all some stories about some things that happen out there, but I'm not even gonna go into it, you know. But I just want to let y'all know what the valley was. Okay. Well, it's not the valley anymore, but some old people, old school people, they still call it the valley. Matter of fact, still people reference it to the valley to this day. They said, oh man, he got shot over in the valley. It's nothing like it was, you know. Now it's shooting. They play for keeps now. They play for keeps. So yep, I'm supposed to be going to Chicago in August. So I'm not going to be nowhere near there. Nowhere near the valley. But I would love to go down there, but that's all right. I'll pass on it. You know, I'm not like that no more. I'm a kinder, more gentler James. A kinder, more gentler James. Okay? I am. So I'm not going there. But I'm going in the wild hundreds. But it's bad out there too. But you mostly can avoid trouble there. Yeah. Well, yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all about the valley. And that I'm still a valley boy at heart. Okay? Valley boy! Still a valley boy at heart. I still think about those days. I still think about the good times we had. I still think about the talks that I talked to those brothers. Man, I started talking to the brothers out there. I don't know what came over me, but I guess it was just a change that came over me. And I was just talking, say, hey, man, look, man, how long you going to be sitting here doing this? How long you going to be sitting on the porch every day? You know? And, you know, just putting something in their mind, you know. One of my partners out there, he went to the Navy or something like that. He got out. It was a lot of my partners out there. They got out, but it was just a handful, you know. The rest, they stayed there. And some of them got shot and killed. Some of them overdosed on drugs. Some of them went to jail for a long time, you know. But it was a handful of them. They got out, and I was one of them. I was one of them that was fortunate enough to leave, you know. But the valley was a close-knit. We were like family. We were like family, you know. And just like family, sometimes somebody would mess with somebody in your family, and then all of you had to go and jump him or, you know, go and take care of that. That's the way it was. All right. But I'm not near about trying to glorify it. Okay? I'm not trying to glorify it. I'm just telling you about it. Okay? All right. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you will know every time I drop another video. And share, share, share. Share my videos so that everyone get this experience and get to see my videos, okay? And I'm not going to stop until everybody gets a chance to see my videos. That's a goal of mine, is to get everybody watching me. All right. And Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Subscribe to my videos, okay? All right. Peace. Adios. Salami. Valley boy. Chair dance.